What up, everybody? Welcome into Giants Now. We're going to break down the Giants' heartbreaking loss to the Minnesota Vikings on a 61-yard field goal by the Minnesota Vikings as the buzzer went off on Christmas Eve against the Vikings. A lot of stuff you could point to for the loss of today's game. Whatever reason you want to point to, I'm going to point to the fact that you had 24 points. 24 points isn't enough to beat the Minnesota Vikings. Daniel Bellinger fumbled inside the red zone. Richie James dropped a key third down. And Daniel Jones threw an interception inside enemy territory against Patrick Peterson. That's just not enough points to win. You got 3 stops in a row to start the game. It was 0-0, and you didn't capitalize. You didn't score any points there. I'm pointing to the offense as a whole. Isaiah Hodgins dropped a first down. Richie James dropped a first down. Daniel Bellinger fumbled. The fact that Saquon Barkley only had 14 carries is somewhat upsetting to me. The Vikings entered this game as a bottom 5 rush defense in the National Football League, but of the 9 plays to start the game, I believe Saquon Barkley had just 1 touch. You didn't get a stop when you needed to. Third and I think it was 19. You had a first down. A lot of stuff you could blame too, but I want to hear from you. Who do you blame for the loss? I want to hear from you. Who do you blame for the loss? I don't know if any one person is to blame in specific. Daniel Jones in the interception was huge. Daniel Bellinger and his fumble was huge. Richie James and his couple of drops were huge. But this is what I point to. 24 points. It is what it is. The Giants entering today's game were 6-1 when they won the turnover battle, and they were 1-4 when they lost the turnover battle. Now they are 1-5. This team is not good enough to overcome mistakes, and the Giants turned the ball over twice inside Vikings territory, deep inside Vikings territory. Giants just didn't do enough, whether you want to blame Jones, Richie James, whoever it is. The Giants didn't do enough to win the football game. And he definitely didn't do enough to stop Justin Jefferson. When the game was on the line, the Vikings threw a 3rd and 19 screen to Jefferson, and he picked up 15 yards, and you kick a field goal to win the game at 61 yards away. He's one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver, in the National Football League, and without Adoree Jackson, the Giants just didn't have enough talent or skill on the outside to slow him down. Fabian Morrow couldn't stop him. Cordell Flott dropping that interception was huge. Nick McLeod dropped an interception early to start the game. After Cordell Flott drops the interception, the Vikings go down and score a touchdown. That's at least a 10-point swing right there. Giants just didn't do enough. They didn't do enough. Someone that didn't get enough opportunities, I would say, is Saquon Barkley. 14 carries. I know he had like 6 or 7 catches or something like that. He was featured in the passing game for sure. But I don't understand why the Giants were so pass-happy in this game. They were never down a lot of points. The most they were down was 10, and then the Giants scored scored to go down 7-10, and they tied it up 10-10. But this just isn't enough. 14 carries for 85 yards, and you only give him the pill 14 times. The guy was averaging over 5 yards per carry. I'm not sure why he wasn't a bigger part of this offense. You saw the touchdown run at 27 yards. I would have made Saquon Barkley a bigger part of this offense to try to win this football game. The Vikings had a bottom 5 rushing offense in the National Football League, and the Giants decided that passing the ball was the best opportunity and avenue for them to win today. It is what it is. I like the effort and the heart the Giants showed by coming back and tying the game down 8 in the last couple of minutes. That 2-point conversion, great play by Jones. Awesome play by Barkley for that touchdown run. But when the game was on the line, the defense couldn't get a stop. 61-yard field goal to win the game at the buzzer. So I'll ask you right now, will the Giants make the playoffs? The Seahawks lost, and who else lost? Seahawks and Lions lost. So the Giants are still in the playoff picture at 8-6-1. But you got to win one more football game. You got the Colts next week, and then you got the Eagles. You got to win one more game. You win one more game, and you're in the playoffs for sure. If you don't win, you can try to back in, but no one likes to back into the playoffs. Got to win one more football game. Will the Giants make the playoffs? Type Y for yes, type N for no. We'll get to more stats, analysis, and a breakdown of the game here in a second. But first, I want to tell you about our proud sponsor, Fetch. Go to chatsports.com/fetch. Make sure you use that promo code CHAT. Earn points on any receipt from any store and turn those points into gift cards. America's favorite reward app. Turn your receipts into free gift cards. Online purchases count too. Get 5,000 bonus points when you sign up by going to chatsports.com/fetch and use the promo code CHAT. Look how easy it is to use the app. You just load up the app, click on the button, get your receipt right in front of you. Take a picture of it by pressing the orange camera button. Take a picture of it, and once you see that confetti pop, you will have been rewarded for the points you get for scanning your receipt. Earn free rewards on everything you buy. Get rewarded for all of your shopping. Go to chatsports.com/fetch. Promo code CHAT to get 5,000 bonus points for free. Once you build up enough bonus points, you can redeem those for gift cards to Walmart, Amazon, Target, any store like that. Go to chatsports.com/fetch. Make sure you use that promo code CHAT for 5,000 bonus points for free. Oh, Giants should have won this football game. You get three stops to start the game for the Vikings on offense. You don't turn it into any points. Then you drive into enemy territory and Daniel Bellinger fumbles. Then you drive into enemy territory again. Daniel Jones throws an interception. Then you drive into enemy territory again and Richie James drops a wide open third down. Giants had a lot of chances to win this football game. They just didn't do enough at the end of the day to pull out the W. They're still alive in the playoff race, but man, this is a game that the Giants absolutely should have won. $5 super chat coming in from Tuto, my guy. Says, Marshy, I ain't blaming no one in this game. It was hard-fought battles all day. They've tried hard, best they could. We're proud of all of them. I am proud of the way that this team fought at the end of the day. Down 8, the Giants needed a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie the game, and they were able to do that. But I think our producer of today's show, a Minnesota Viking fan, would say that the Vikings were kind of lucky to win this game. At the end of the day, they kick a 61-yard field goal at the buzzer to win this game. They win the turnover battle 2-0, and they find a way to win. That's what teams that are heading for the playoffs and vying for a way to make a playoff run do. The Vikings were not the better team today. The Vikings, I think, played one of their worst games of the season. Kirk Cousins wasn't good. Dalvin Cook really wasn't all that good. It was really Justin Jefferson and T.J. Hawkinson or bust. Cordell Flott dropped the interception, was a backbreaker. Daniel Jones on the interception was huge. The Daniel Bellinger fumble was huge. I mean, you give up 13 receptions for 109 yards to T.J. Hawkinson. Like, Hawkinson had 13 grabs for 100 yards. Justin Jefferson had another 100 yards. He had that touchdown. This is also a huge point I want to bring up. 3rd and 10, Giants can hold for a field goal before they go up 8. And they have a chance to get off the field and hold the Vikings to a field goal, and they allow a 15-yard dig route to Justin Jefferson for a touchdown. Then on 3rd and 19, the Giants allow another big gain by the Vikings to get themselves in field goal range at 61 yards. You just didn't do enough today to win the game. That's just what it comes down to. The Giants did not do enough to win the game. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, because whether the Giants win, lose, or tie, we're going to continue to put out videos every single day on the latest Giants news and rumors. We're on our way to 22,000 subs. We're less than 400 subs away. If you haven't yet, make sure you go down and hit that big red button. This was just a game that the Giants had for the taking. I don't want to say Daniel Jones played bad, but I don't want to say Daniel Jones played great either. Does he not have the weapons? 100%. Does he not have the offensive line? 100%. But when the game was on the line in the 3rd quarter, the Giants needed points. Daniel Jones threw it right to Patrick Peterson. He threw it right to him. Interception. Daniel Bellinger turns it over inside enemy territory. Richie James drops multiple passes. Giants had chance after chance after chance to win this football game, and they didn't. They They did not. They did not get it done. Aiden with a $2 super chat says Adoree plus X for playoffs. We can compete, just no online. I am interested to see how this offense or this defense, is going to once they get healthy. Another big part, Azeez Ojulari left the game with an ankle injury, and that kind of changed the dynamic of the game. The Giants weren't able to create pressure with 4. I'm not sure Kayvon Thibodeau had a pressure or a sack today. He did not show up. He was not his best self. Azeez Ojulari leaving in the first half. He had a sack. Leonard Williams had some decent plays. I thought Dexter Lawrence should have had more of an impact going up against a backup center. Giants had chance after 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 chance to win this football game. And he did not. They did not get it done. I appreciate everyone that tuned into the show. Happy holidays. Christmas tomorrow. Enjoy it with your family. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys on Christmas Eve. You guys are awesome. Make sure to give me a follow on Twitter at @MarshallGreen_.